Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be doing an extra long Q&A. I took some questions for a Q&A on my Instagram and then I asked you on Twitter how you would feel about an extra long video because I always feel really bad that I can't answer like a whole bunch of them. And also I really like long videos because I love putting videos on while I'm sat in the bath or while I'm working. Often I'll avoid under 10-minute long videos because I'm like, well, I want to relax. I don't want to have to keep looking for another video, you know? And I know a bunch of you like doing the same. So grab your bubble bar, run your bath, grab your hot chocolate and your cat, whatever you got to do, and let's get into it. What is your favourite Disney or Pixar movie? The first one that springs to mind is Brave. I really love that film. I think I like it so much because I went into it not really knowing anything about what happens. I must have either not watched a trailer for it or the trailers were very good at not giving anything away. I don't know, I feel like most trailers these days give you way too much information, so I often go into films feeling like I know exactly what I'm gonna get, and it just really took me by surprise. I was like, wow, that was awesome. I love the humour, I love the characters, the story, the setting, like everything about it. Oh, and it looks so beautiful, her hair when it flops about. Oh, the graphics. Advice for anyone who really wants to start a YouTube channel but is absolutely terrified. It is scary and I still find it really scary, and sometimes in a way it almost gets scarier because there's more and more people watching me. If I was starting a YouTube channel now, I think I would be a lot more scared because back when I started it wasn't quite like as big as it is now. I had like 2 channels before this, maybe 3. Maybe more than that. I've had various different ones, and a lot of them weren't videos that I was in, they were videos about Xena, but it kind of eased me into putting my work out there and getting feedback and stuff like that. If I were just starting today, making this kind of content straight away, I think I would be a lot more scared. It's scary putting yourself out there, and especially putting something out there that you've made to be like critiqued potentially by anyone and everyone online. But if you enjoy it and you love what you do and you're passionate about whatever it is you're making videos about, or you just enjoy the process or whatever it is, if you put love into it, I think that will shine through, and I think people will see that, and I think you will enjoy it and feel fulfilled. I think you just have to be brave. If you focus on the content and being proud of what you make and enjoying it, then it makes it a lot easier to deal with like any potential negativity or, you know, the fear of people seeing it or whatnot. If you've got that love for it yourself, I feel like I'm really bad at giving advice on this because it still really scares me. Like, it's not getting that much easier, to be honest. Have you been doing any wedding planning / coming up with wedding ideas? Kind of, but also kind of not. I don't know when we're going to get married. I guess I was kind of naive thinking it would happen sooner than it probably will, but I don't mind. I honestly don't mind if it takes us till we're 50 to get married. Like, I'm not in a hurry. If you had to eat one vegetable for the rest of your life, which would it be? Sweet potato, I think. Oh, but there's so many good vegetables. Sweet potatoes, I think, are just like the tastiest vegetable that takes the least effort to prepare. Like, I just bung it in the oven. I've been eating baked sweet potato a lot recently. It's so good. I wonder how goes your work for blah, blah, blah. I wonder how your work for Little Doe goes, and the idea of Hairy Manface working with blah, blah. Oh my god. And the idea of Hairy Manface working with you. So for those of you that don't know, me and Alex would really love it if eventually he could work with me on Little Doe at home, and that could be our little business together. I mean, it's not something that's going to happen overnight. We both know that it would take a while. I've actually had some people asking me about merch recently. Would I sell any merch? I would never really want to just like release something with my name on it or a picture of me on it. I would always feel really like uncomfortable with the idea of people walking around with my face on them, unless it was like some art or something. I don't have any plans to bring out merch like that kind of thing, but I think the direction I want to take Little Doe in and the kinds of products I've been working on at the minute, I think that will give you what you want. I feel really nervous like bigging it up too much in case I released all these new products eventually and everyone's like, oh, they're not that good. But I'm really proud of them so far. I only have one product design like nailed, or I'm thinking like that's final, that's how it's gonna look. Everything else I'm still working on. I have a million ideas in my head and it's just me doing it in my spare time, and I'm finding it difficult to like prioritize things, and like I have to pick what am I going to invest in, what ideas am I going to follow for now, which ones am I going to leave for later, kind of thing. And that's stressful and scary, but really exciting, and I just can't wait for the day when I can finally show you everything. But at the same time, it terrifies me because I'm like, what if it's crap? What if it's terrible? I don't know, just don't get too excited. I won't get too excited. We'll see how it goes and hope for the best, alright? Would you rather be a witch or a mermaid? As much as I love mermaids and I want to be a mermaid, I'm going to say witch, because then in theory, I could just magic myself a mermaid tail whenever I want and then get rid of it again. How do you handle bouts of doubt and existential worries or crises, or feeling like you don't know what your purpose or career should be anymore after trying different things? Have you ever gone through that, and how did you manage? For a long time, I didn't know what to do with my life. I still do feel that sometimes, but it's like, it's different now. I worry about different things now. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but I never felt like it would work out for me working for someone else. Though back then I didn't truly understand the amount of pressure that being self-employed can also put on you. Like, it's not just easy sailing when you work for yourself, even though there are benefits like, you know, technically you can choose your hours, you could work all night and sleep all day if you wanted to, but it's probably not gonna, you know, go very well for you because it's not a good way to live. So you kind of have to like structure your own working life. But yeah, I didn't really know what I was gonna do. I just knew that I would like to work for myself and I'd like to be doing something creative. I went to college, I went to university, dropped out of university eventually because I just couldn't cope with it. I also went back to college at one point and studied like health and social care. I was part of a small production company for a while, and we did like corporate videos for the businesses and stuff like that. And I did some work experience with some photographers for a local newspaper. I went around with them taking pictures of things, and one of my pictures was on the front page. Photography was something I was really focused on for a while, and I made up little posters like advertising my photography services and everything. I also took an online journalism course because I really like writing, and I thought that could be a possible something that I could do somehow. Even though I didn't have a direction, it was good to try different things because I still have that experience. I mean, I'm not an expert careers advisor or anything, but I think the key thing is to figure out what's important to you, what are your values, what's a great strength of yours. It might not be like smooth sailing and perfect, and it can be difficult sometimes, but if you focus on trying to get work that fulfills some kind of core value of yours, then I think you can be happy. I always felt a lot of pressure to like pick a job and climb the ladder like quickly, just get good at a job, you know, get on that career, and that's it. But I feel like for most people, at least most people I know, life just doesn't work like that. Sometimes you have to try different things out. I hope that helped a bit. Sorry, I feel like that was really crap advice. What is your favourite song at the moment / of all time? I can't pick a favourite song of all time, sorry, it's too difficult. But if you want to see like a bunch of my favourite songs, I have a public playlist on my channel full of songs that I love. If you want to check that out, I play my own playlist like every day when I'm working and stuff. But a song that I'm obsessed with at the minute is Way Down We Go. Can't remember the name of the band. Even if I could, I don't think I can pronounce it, so I'll just put it on the screen. I discovered this song through the Logan trailer. It's really good. I love it. I love that band's music. I'm so thankful that I found it through that bloody trailer. I found so many good musicians and songs and stuff through film trailers and game trailers and things. What's your view on tattoo stealing? For example, someone copying someone else's tattoo. I know it's a bit of a taboo in the tattoo world. It surprises me how pissy some people can get when you talk about this. I think that some people think that when you say don't steal tattoos, that you're saying like only I can have a deer tattoo or whatever, you know. And obviously like a deer with flowers around it or whatnot, you don't own that, that's not a unique idea. But that's not what people mean. And in any other like artistic field of work, I feel like everyone knows, yeah, you don't steal other artists' work. That's really bad, right? It's so obviously shitty. Perhaps because it's a tattoo, people don't stop to think about the fact that this is an artist, this is their art. And I think people forget that like custom tattoos are a lot more common now. People tend to go for flash tattoos less. Flash tattoos being ones that you can walk in and pick a design out of a book, or tattoos that are made to be like replicated. I've seen a bunch of tattoos that I would love, and it kills me that I can never have it. But at the same time, if an artist was like, hey, I'll recreate it for you, I'd be like, no, because I don't want a copy of someone else's work. Also, some people design their own tattoos. They might have put a lot of effort in, a lot of meaning behind it. So if someone just comes along and rips it off, yeah, you're going to be a bit annoyed by that. I think maybe some people see it as being petty, like, oh, it's just a tattoo, you know, you're arguing over a picture of whatever on your skin. But I really respect these artists as artists, and I see the work they put in and how talented they are, and to have your art completely copied must just be really frustrating. Is Alex also a Hufflepuff? Alex is actually a Gryffindor. I know that Alex went vegan after you. Did you ask him to do it, or did his morals just change over time whilst watching you participate in veganism? When I first told him that I was gonna go vegetarian, I said to him, like, I'm not forcing anything on you, like, obviously we live together, but, you know, you can do what you want. I don't want to force you into anything, even though obviously I really wanted him to do it with me. And he carried on eating meat for a little while, but very quickly, even before going vegetarian, he would stop like having meat when we went out to eat and stuff like that, and he would just say, well, I don't see the point, like, if you're having a vegetarian meal, I'll have one as well. And for a while he was mostly eating vegetarian, but he would say, like, well, if people are passing sausage rolls around or something, maybe I'll have a sausage roll. Because I didn't cook separate meals or anything, we were eating vegetarian at home, and he was happy with that. And mostly when we would go out to eat, he would have the same options that I did. More and more, the occasions when he did eat meat began to feel pointless and like a very easy thing to replace. So then he went pescatarian, and then we went to an aquarium, and he said, I can't eat fish anymore. And he'd been like thinking about it for a while. I know he had, because he loves the ocean, he loves fish, he loves sharks, like, he's obsessed with it. And yeah, eventually he just took the plunge, and now he's really passionate about it. Like, he preaches to people about veganism way more than I do. Will you get more ratties someday? I've been thinking about this quite a bit lately. I know that, like, I'm in a really emotional place right now, so perhaps I will change my mind in the future. But right now, I don't feel like I would. They have such short lives, and they're so prone to different illnesses. Operations and things are more risky because of their size. The euthanasia process is not ideal. There's just a lot of heartache involved. The glasses are going on now because I just realised my eyelashes are falling off and I'm trying to hide it. I would never ever regret being a rat mum. I love them so much, and they're such amazing pets, like, but that's what makes it so much more difficult. As much as I hate the thought of a life without ratties, I don't know if I can deal with it. I know a lot of other people that keep a lot of rats often will take breaks and end up feeling the same as well, because it's just a lot. Any improvements with your mental health regarding what you said about not knowing who you are? Sorry if you can hear my heating, by the way, the pipes are making a load of noise now. In case you don't follow me on Snapchat, I mentioned on there the other day that I was experiencing what I think was some really bad depersonalization. I briefly mentioned it in the video where we spoke about the seizure that Alex had. It got worse. I went to the doctors about it the other day, which was really scary, by the way. Like, I have been to the doctors plenty of times about my mental health now, but it still takes like some bravery every time to do it. It's still nerve-wracking, but I did it, and I have another appointment to chat about it some more soon, and I don't even really know what I expect them to do or want them to do. I just needed to talk to someone about it. I've dealt with the anxiety for a long enough time now that I'd always got used to it. Like, it wasn't ideal, but I was in a routine. I knew how to live with it, and I knew the little things that helped me and stuff. And then the past few months Franklin passed away, Alex had a seizure, Darwin passed away, Einstein passed away. I was doing my taxes and was stressed about work and all this other stuff. My mind just ended up kind of shutting off and being like, no, we cannot deal with this. Goodbye, we're leaving for now. It's not so bad now, so I can kind of joke about it a bit, but when it got really bad, I was scared. I didn't recognise myself. I was watching old videos of mine and it just was disturbing me because I'm looking at that person thinking, that's me. Things are getting better. I'm good at taking care of myself. No matter how bad things get, I am quite good at seeing when it's really bad, you know, knowing when I need to talk to someone, even though it's awful. I am always telling myself, like, this is not going to kill you. It's very unpleasant, but it's not going to kill you. We've just got to get through it. Are you reading any good books at the moment? I'm not reading any good books, but I listen to audiobooks every single night. The audiobook I'm listening to at the minute is The Complete Sherlock Holmes from Audible. What are your favourite vegan treats? I've been trying very hard to stay vegan recently, but I'm missing my snacks. There are so many vegan snacks, you don't even need to worry about it. I eat sweeties like every single night. I love my sweets. I hope you live in the UK, because otherwise my suggestions might be pointless, but Tesco, for example, you've got rhubarb and custards, fizzy laces, well, there's a bunch of their fizzy laces are all vegan. I think their lemon sherbets are also vegan. Dark chocolate, there's loads of crisps. You can get like Doritos and some salsa, that's really nice. Cookies, and there's a bunch more stuff that I can't even remember. Maybe I'll like flash it on the screen for you, just to give you some ideas. There you go, I hope that helped. Pipes, be quiet. I'm grateful you're keeping me warm and all, but shh. How do you budget for tattoos? I have 2 bank accounts. One of them is a savings account, and whenever I can afford it, I'll put a little bit of money in there. If I need it throughout the month, then I'll end up using it. But if I don't, then hopefully I can put some more in next month. Then I tend to wait until a time where I know that at least for the foreseeable future, I'm not going to have to stress out about money too much. Like maybe I have a sponsorship coming up and then I'll take the plunge and do it. It helps that I really don't spend a lot of money on anything else as well. Every now and again I will treat myself to something, but I don't buy clothes so much anymore. I don't buy makeup so much. I don't really buy a lot of anything else, really. The only other things I would like to spend a lot of money on is cosplay and doing up the house, but they're not like urgent things. Whereas the tattoos are urgent. No, they're not, but they make me very happy. Speaking of cosplaying, are you still cosplaying? If not, any plans to start again in the future? I mean, I'm not currently. Technically, I haven't done anything to do with cosplay in quite a while, but I really, really want to. I watch cosplay videos all the time, and I'm like, that could be me. I have a costume that I started working on that I really want to finish this year. It's an Apocalypse Xena cosplay. It's like my version of Xena if she were alive during like the modern day apocalypse kind of thing. I started work on that last year, got quite a bit of the stuff for it already, but yeah, I haven't really got around to doing any more of it. That is something I would like to do this year. Do you ever look back on your footage once you've edited it and feel really down or critical about your appearance or demeanour on camera? I'm always so critical of my own videos. Yes, all the time. Not even like after or during editing sometimes. While filming, I'll be like, this is rubbish. Most often I will have this crisis when I'm filming what I ate videos. A lot of my what I ate videos, on the day that I was filming them, I was like, this is rubbish, this is terrible, I'm gonna carry on filming, but I probably won't upload this because it's shit. Often I will feel less bad about it once I start editing, because I feel most comfortable, you know, editing, and I think a good edit can completely transform what you know, some garbage you think you might have filmed. But also a lot of it is me overthinking it, thinking that me sitting down and just casually chatting about my breakfast has to be like super duper perfect and special somehow, where really I just need to chat and be natural. Something that stresses me out a lot though is lighting, because it's actually quite dark in our house. Very little natural light comes in, perhaps just because of like the position where the house is. It's really difficult to get sunlight in, especially this time of year as well. So often while I'm filming those videos as well, you won't see it, but I will be taking a softbox around with me. It'll be like stood in the corner of the room and I keep moving it and stuff. The more stressful filming was, it's like when I edit it and then finally I'm happy with the footage, it feels so much more satisfying. But I don't think being very critical of your own work is completely a bad thing. Like, I'm definitely critical to the point of ridiculousness sometimes, but I think it pushes me to keep trying to be better, and in that sense it's not too bad, you know, because I will never ever be resting on my laurels, if you like. I will always think it's not good enough and that I can improve. If humans had tails and you could pick what yours looked like, what kind of tail would you have? If I could have like a My Little Pony style, like mix of rainbow colours, curled, like pastel, beautiful horse tail, then that. Or some kind of monkey tail that would actually be functionable and like I could do stuff with it, like climb trees. I'm gonna end this video here now. Thank you so much everyone that asked questions. I'm sorry that I can't answer all of them. Thank you for watching this video and I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye bye.